What is up, True Heels? We're live. Rated Raw Superstars 110. Watching WWE Monday Night Raw from Winnipeg. You stupid idiot. Not you, the viewer. That was just a catchphrase that Jericho used to say. Yes, watching Raw on the USA Network. Starting off with the Judgment Day coming out here. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday, August 14th, 2023. Please like this video, share it, comment, be a part of the live chat as we go for the next 3 hours. I am Romeo Anthony, joined by some of the good brothers, the Tru Draw Josh, Justin Rich in the building. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
You call me a stupid idiot again. You going on the list. You won't bring it back one gimmick. I'll bring back another.
Not you.
You just made the list.
What's up, Alan Working Man, Safet, Sleeping Angels, James?
Look at Alan already posting spoilers.
Yeah, I had to delete that.
Idiot.
Just in case it is a spoiler, you know? I don't know if it is, but no spoilers in the chat every time. Look, you made Justin leave because you did a spoiler.
Look what you did, Alan. Go back to work.
Probably what his boss yelled at him.
Rhea's hair looks better like that, to be honest with you.
I agree. It's dirtier.
If you see like if you know like the actual comic book of the Crow, that's how his hair looks like in the comic books.
If I've seen what?
No, so the Crow, like the comic books.
Never seen it. Never read it.
No, like the comic books. That's how his hair looks in the comic books.
I haven't seen the comics. Watch the movie.
Never
First
seen it,
one's
never
a
read
classic. No, I'm saying the first one's a classic. Fuck the rest of the sequels. Don't bother with those.
Oh no, I stopped at the one because I remember as a kid watching that, and then Brandon Lee passing away not too long after that, and then the stories linking Brandon and Bruce Lee and the Lee family curse and shit like that. I was like, yeah, I don't feel like watching like any more after the Crow.
I mean, at least you had that reasoning. The other reasons, unfortunately, I lived through it to know.
No, they were that doo-doo. Okay.
No, believe me, they were bad. They were like really bad.
I think we got Cody Rhodes' next feud now, based on the matchup tonight. Cody versus Balor.
Oh wow, Finn's gonna lose again. Awesome. Like he ain't beat Seth 3 times. You think he gonna beat Cody Rhodes after he just beat Brock twice?
Yeah, and not to mention Cody beat Seth 3 times.
3 times, like whoa.
By process of 6 degrees of separation, he could beat Finn Balor.
Like that'd be the dumbest shit if you like, bro, if Finn win, like what?
Then get himself another title shot if he won.
Like what? Like
bro, I'm like, whose music is this?
I know. I was like, whose graphic is that? And it's like JD McDonough. I was like,
yeah, that graphic does not go with him. Why did they use that?
This fucking evil leprechaun.
Yeah, that graphic did not go with him. It's just kind of random that they plugged him back in from last week. Like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's start using the storyline again.
Watching this on the phone so I could be more in sync with y'all instead of always ahead.
You see, now I feel like I'm gonna be ahead because I'm watching it from the TV in the living room.
It's not that bad. It's not like it was Saturday night where we were all trying to sync up for like the 3 different shows we did.
That was a fail.
Oh
He
man,
said that
9
was a
out, 9.5 hours. I don't know how we did that.
It's a breeze for me.
I salute you.
Was Triple Mania still on Twitch?
No.
Oh, was it? That was the first time I watched Triple Mania. It was on Twitch. Remember? When they did the
Yeah.
bet?
Twitchamania.
Twitch Mania.
That was a fun ass Triple Mania though. For that to be my first, that was entertaining.
Did
Yeah.
they still use like illegally copyrighted music?
Yes.
That's always the best part.
Well, they dub over it. Yeah.
Oh, they don't really.
They did the same thing New Japan does, where it's like, you know why we can't play this song? It's like, fuck.
And as I predicted, Justin, the AAA, regular view enthusiasts, lucha libre, hardcore viewers thought the show was mid. Where me and you, casual people, we enjoyed the hell out of it.
Oh my god, I
It's
couldn't
funny.
get enough of it.
It's
I
so
was
funny.
fucking tame. I was like, I came for entertainment because I know exactly what I was getting out of the G1, especially that final with Naito and Okada. Oof, I knew I was getting greatness. So it was like, just entertain me and introduce me to some new shit, and they did.
So
Did they still have that? Did they still have that referee that puts himself over?
Oh man, was he ever all night long?
Oh my,
all night long. Especially the main event.
Yeah, that's always the best part.
He slow counted everybody in the main event. The main event was like a mask versus hair for like 4 people.
Oh my god!
He slow counted them all. He's like, I want to see y'all kick each other's ass first before somebody wins this.
He would slow count
Hey,
some
Wendy.
people, he would fast count others, and it was just like, bro, what are you on? Tequila?
Hello.
Hi.
And that's Winnie, right?
Yes.
Yep.
This is Winnie.
Not to be confused with Wendy.
Okay.
Regular Wendy or AJ's Wendy?
No.
So JD is Finn Balor's liaison. He relays all messages.
What?
Finn did not come out with the Judgment Day.
No, he's still salty.
Salute to the chat.
Is Sammy gonna? Sammy's getting physical with that elbow. Russell?
Sammy doesn't like leprechauns.
Shit. Stone Cold used to wrestle with it all the time.
What's up, Jeremy? What's up, Anika? Vince is on his back. Triple H only has a short time to revive the people he wanted to push.
It's all over by next week.
Yep, as soon as Vince remembers his Wi-Fi password, game over.
As soon as he remembers, oh shit, I got a job.
He's like, I came back from quad surgery. You think a broken back's gonna do anything to me?
Double quad.
Yeah, still the funniest shit I've ever
He's
seen
on-
wrestling.
He's gonna show up like the He's gonna show up like the robot in RoboCop 2. The giant screen with his face on it.
Dead or alive, the booking comes with me.
Yeah. Like, oh shit, get him back.
Never seen it.
Of course not.
I think you would like RoboCop because it's like a semi-disaster movie, and that we found out that's your genre.
I like Terminator. Is he like Terminator, but a cop?
Yeah,
Yeah, I would say so. This one is like RoboCop is more like
Humorous?
Nah.
kind of sort of is more wouldn't say more violent, but it's like more,
Violent?
but it's like more relatable because it's just a bunch of fucking people, drug dealers getting killed and shit.
The dad from that 70s show is the bad guy in RoboCop.
Yep. He still looked the damn same. Like you wouldn't even tell.
He's
He
the
looked-
bad guy?
yeah, Red
Yeah, I
Foreman. Yeah.
Red Foreman is on all the drugs in that movie, and it's fucking entertaining.
Bro, that part that when the guy got covered in acid. Oh my god, that part was brutal.
I'm telling you, Romeo would like it. It's like an action disaster.
Yeah, he would like it.
He'd like that one.
Yeah, the first one's a classic. Part 2 wasn't bad. It just wasn't better than the first one. Part 3 was meh. I didn't like part 3, but like if it's on TV, like I'll watch it.
What's up, James? Had a good day.
But
Oh yeah, they sent me a link to that too for pre-sale.
Antoine, this is not Edge's last match on Friday. It hasn't been advertised like that. And he's already got the match. It's against Sheamus.
Why is everyone saying that?
It's just a
because
celebration
Ed was
of
the one
what,
that said that last year.
25 years, I think. Even though he was out for how many years? Whatever. I'm not gonna nitpick.
Oh yeah, 25-year anniversary when he was retired for 10 years.
Yeah, at least a decade. Well, hold on a sec. It was WrestleMania.
Well, they do the same thing for The Rock. Remember how they celebrated The Rock, and it was like out of those 25 years, he's probably wrestled like less than like half of that shit.
It was a decade because it was right after WrestleMania 27 he had to retire,
Yeah, it was like 10 years.
and then he wrestles at 37.
And the match is official. Sami Zayn, JD McDonough.
Oh,
These same doctors who don't clear Raquel have cleared Sami Zayn for action.
it's like, wait a minute. I've seen that on Stone Cold. You could go out there.
I mean, Raquel's got a wide back, but not a sturdy knee.
That white back ain't doing her knee any favors.
It might be hindering the knee. It's like week after week is like, nah, we took a look at it. It's still not healed up.
You know, it's funny that the way they're doing it too. It looks so lazy because she's just wearing a regular ass knee brace. She's not even like on no crutches. She's not even a hinge brace. She's wearing like a regular ass brace. Like I've worn that brace. But all of a sudden she's not cleared. Some bullshit.
That elbow. Why we gotta zoom in on that?
That disgusting shit.
I ain't gotta look at that. Once I saw it on Cena, I was like, ew, I never want to see this on anyone else again.
All that.
And then I rewatched Heat and I forgot, like, yeah, Val Kilmer has one too, and it's worse.
Heat, huh? Never seen it. I've seen Sunday Night Heat.
He's at Sunday.
One of these days when you get downtime, we're gonna have to put this on your YouTube channel. Romeo watches.
Wait, what? Which one you haven't watched? What was it? What he hasn't watched?
Heat.
Oh, you haven't watched Heat? I mean, I'm not surprised.
Oh, we gotta see this elbow again.
I mean, they're gonna make this a thing.
Milking this dry.
I mean, if Cena can wrestle in the main event of SummerSlam with that fucked up elbow.
Yeah,
Sammy
because
wrestling in
Sammy's
Canada should be a
yeah,
breeze.
yeah, because Sammy's thing is like more like it's pretty common in wrestling. So it's like something that they could work through. It's still dangerous because it could still like, but it's something that they could push through. Like I've seen it before.
So I'm guessing since they're in Canada, this might be Sammy's last match for a while, and then he gets that taken care of. So he's basically like close to home.
Maybe he gets attacked after the match. I think JD's like trying to prove himself that he kind of wants to be in the Judgment Day too. And why wouldn't you want to be? Judgment Day's on fire.
I mean, not Finn, but everyone else, yeah.
Well, yeah, it is true.
Ben's the only one. It's like holding it back.
That's why I think that booking was shit at SummerSlam.
Do you think that's where we're heading? Where like JD impresses the Judgment Day, Finn keeps losing, especially if he's on a feud with Cody, and then JD just replaces him. Like we don't need you. We'll take JD. He's more promising than him.
I mean, that'll be Finn. If that happens, Finn might as well just ask for his release.
They could do a trade. Finn Balor for Jey Uso. Who says no?
It's funny because
Jey
people
Uso.
people actually will believe
Jey
in
Uso
that.
says no.
Jey
No, I'm
Uso says
saying-
no. Jey's like, I got PTO stored up. 3 years of my family stressing me. I need time off.
And what you said, Josh?
What did I say?
Ketchup.
I forgot what I said.
I said Finn for Jay. Who says no?
Oh no, I was saying like, and it's funny because people actually believe that Jay quit.
Yeah, a lot of people messaged Fightful wanting to get
Oh
the
my
scoop.
god, for real? Oh my god.
Fightful had to confirm that it's storyline.
That's kind of sad. They had to confirm. And I think so too because there was like fake. There were like fake accounts that they were stating like Fightful was reporting that Jay's contract is like up right before like All In or something. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, come on, guys, really? We're really doing this?
I've seen people suggest that they, Jey Uso will like show up at like different companies just to like play off the illusion.
That's hilarious.
That he should be at All In. What?
If Jay was working with AEW, that would have happened. Then that's not going to happen with WWE.
Let him pull up to Impact. Go watch one of Trinity's matches. Be like, yo, I'm supporting the family. I'm not violating.
What? To tell her that her husband's ass? Her husband's a piece of shit?
I mean, that would be great.
That would be funny. They definitely should do something. Like I know they don't have relationships with these companies that they like them, but at least like an indie. It just shows up at an indie show.
They'll probably do it the indie shows that they have like kind of partnerships with. like books
Reality of Wrestling.
Yeah, like that one. That would be cool, but at the same time it's like
I don't know if Rikishi has one. I know he has a school. I don't know if he has like an indie.
No, he doesn't have a promotion. He has a school. But then usually like, a lot of students, I forgot what, but I think his students, they perform like at an indie show. I forgot which one, but it's usually like that. It's pretty common.
You could probably find one in Florida.
Any big shows this weekend? New Japan has the Junior Festival they're doing in Philly. And then they're also the next day doing a multiverse show with Impact. Both in Philly.
Do I really want to consider taking a drive to Philly? He can't use
Can't
his
tell
name,
us.
so name and it's just go Joshua Fatu. Boom. Use your actual name.
Can't tell if Sammy's selling or legit hurting.
I know this is like the Cena match where he's like he's selling, but it's like, yeah, you knew he blew out his shoulder like before the bell rang. Then again, Sammy is very, very, very good at his job.
Yep.
That and then also Sammy's been in situations where he's wrestled like worse. Remember, he wrestled Cena with that with the torn rotator cuff.
Yeah, that must have been shooting pain. And it was a good match too.
Yep.
Yeah. It's crazy because he tore it right when he was celebrating, like before he got to the ring, like
Yeah.
he was and
He's
then
like, yeah,
He knew it right away.
It's like, you dummy. How do you injure yourself celebrating before the match starts?
That was that in Montreal?
Yeah. That was when Cena
Yeah.
was still doing his US
Bret Hart
Open,
introduced him.
challenge. Yeah.
I think that's when he was Cena was on that United States Open Challenge.
Yep.
Yeah.
The best.
But that's still probably one of the best United States title runs I've seen to date.
Oh,
And then
hell
Kevin
yeah.
Owens would debut later on too? Or was that before Sammy?
No, Kevin Owens popped up with the NXT title, and he was hanging around for a while. And then when he lost the NXT title to Finn Balor at Takeover Brooklyn, that's when he's like, "Fuck it, I'm going after Cena's US title now." But Kevin Owens was like stalking Cena for like a minute. He faced him in a non-title match. That was the one that he won.
They had some bangers too.
I just remember this because I remember when they did Cena Cesaro, that was here in DC. I saw that. That was a phenomenal match, and Kevin Owens was on commentary ringside, but he still had the NXT title at that time.
Yeah, that kind of put Cesaro on the map too. That actually kind of helped them. They're like, oh, this guy is really good.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit, Cena's actually wrestling Cesaro style and keeping up. I've never seen him like this.
Oh, there goes Finn.
Oh.
Hey, Finn comes out.
Oof.
Damn. See, now his boys are losing too while he's around. Finn is fun. What's up with Finn?
I said it during our SummerSlam pre-review. If Finn don't win that title, you gotta yank his ass out of Judgment Day.
Damn, JD. %73% of you are wrong. Sami Zayn won.
Come on, McDonald's not winning that match.
Come on, chat. Sammy's in Canada. Canada gives him superpowers.
That gives him superpowers.
Yo, your man was this close to being the tribal chief at an Elimination Chamber. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, Josh spoiled the result for me. Asshole.
Oh, what was it? Oh, for this match?
Yeah.
Oh well.
It's all right. It's just this ain't Naito Okada. It's fine.
Bro, we were so
Chelsea.
hyped into that.
My birthday sister. Oh, thanks for the
She got
reminder, Pierce.
both belts.
Can't strip her.
That's what she said.
Only Cardona can strip her. She would make a good GM. Way better than this guy.
I can see that.
Yes. Great storyline idea. Ah, she sounds 6 years old. Who is this? Oh, okay. Thought it was Nia Jax.
Finally, she back.
I would have turned off my TV.
I like Piper.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how this works. Wow. Congrats to Piper Niven. New women's tag team champion.
Wait a goddamn minute. Adam Pierce, get your ass off that couch so we can do that. We can just snatch the women's tag team title and be like, all right, you're now one half women's tag team champion. Just like
Might
that.
as well.
Lay down.
What the fuck?
You know what's funny? I
Well
low-key-
deserved.
You know what's funny? I low key don't mind it.
Well deserved. Well earned. Let us know in the chat if you like that.
Because I did not want to see another tournament. I did not want to see another. I didn't want to see that. But it's also but it's also a good heel tactic if you think about it. She just took the belt. She's like, no, so.
True, and it's like, are you gonna tell her no? Like, not really.
Exactly.
But like, goddamn, like,
That's why I like it. That's why
Chelsea was like, actually, I want to hold auditions, and Piper Niven. She was.
Did I stutter?
my title. She did.
She played her Charlotte Flair card. Bam, white privilege. Give me that. Okay.
Oh, come white privilege. Give me white privilege.
Oh no. Oh no.
He's like, Charlotte, you have a fucking trunk load of these. Let me just get one of those. Okay.
Anika loves it. Safet, okay with it. Will loves that she got a bully for a new partner.
I like the pairing because it's different. It's a different aesthetic. It's a powerhouse.
It gives Piper something to do too.
Chelsea really gets to be the mouthpiece now. Like, it's different.
I did like the idea of auditions and then eventually getting to this.
Yeah, but the problem is, like, the rest of the tag team are baby faces.
Sure.
Oh my gosh.
He's like, unless you're getting Charlotte Flair back, that's really it. Because it's what? Indy Hartwell and Candice, they're baby faces. Kaden and Katana, they're baby faces. Sonya's on the shelf. Liv's on the shelf. Dakota's on the shelf. Can we get Fire and Dawn on TV, please, Wiki? Are Fire and Dawn exclusive to SmackDown? Is that
Yes.
why we don't see them as often?
Yes.
Mm. Yeah, like the only other heel that would have made sense was Bailey, but Bailey's got damage control.
Seems to be a lot of baby faces.
Unless you go down to NXT and start fucking with people. Get Dana Brooke back up here. There's some other talented women in NXT that's like, yo.
I know someone whose personality would play perfect with Chelsea, but she's, she's the women's champ. She's Tiffany Stratton.
Mm-hmm.
They probably want to debut her on the main roster a whole lot different way, and they still want her in NXT too.
I mean, but it'd be a good one-off. See how Tiffany looks on Raw real quick. Similar like when Carmella pulled up that one time to go face Finn Balor. You could kind of do something a little similar.
Carmella would have been nice with her. She's pregnant.
So is Alexa. And both are heels, so that, yeah. Charlotte, are you busy? PTO. Click.
Charlotte's going to be tag champs later on with Bianca Belair, right before Mania. They're going to do the can they coexist, and they're going to win the tag titles. You'll see.
I mean, they did that with her and Asuka during the Thunderdome. I wouldn't hate that because Bianca and Charlotte's a tag team would fucking should nerf everyone.
Yeah. Man, they're building up this match like it's the main event.
And
Like,
if that main events, bro.
have they even mentioned Trish and Becky once?
Not on TV yet. Oh, good lord! I hated when they did that with Sasha. But Sleeping Angels, they had to do that with Sasha and Bianca because they just turned Sasha babyface, and you just spent an entire year with the Sasha and Bailey storyline to turn her face and get that title that you couldn't turn her heel. And Bianca was getting so much momentum as babyface. It's like you had to do that. Like that actually made sense for them to do it.
Gunter.
So we're now under 30 days with him, right?
I would think so. Hingarala.
Alice Luke would say, "Do champion,
Duh.
do."
It's like Homer Simpson. Oh, cheap heat. Mm. Shoes, please. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. That shit is still over like Rover.
A few weeks away.
I wouldn't mind him being IC champion. Just not yet.
That's why it ain't happening. Thank you.
I mean, but if they make that match for payback, your boy may have to consider taking a drive to Pittsburgh.
How far is Pittsburgh?
About 4 hours since it's on the other side of Pennsylvania. But it's worth a drive. Pittsburgh's nice.
Should make a weekend out of it. Payback is on a
Ooh, I've
Saturday,
done that
right?
before. Pittsburgh's fun. Yep. And the cool thing, not expensive.
Go on a Friday night, leave Sunday.
Let's see if the Pirates are playing that weekend real quick. I haven't been to that gorgeous baseball stadium.
The way this guy talks. Aesthetics.
Oh,
Lee. Bye.
he's stupid.
He's a good talker. He's gonna be a single star.
He's a good mid-carder. He can talk, he can wrestle. He gives me Mr. Perfect vibes.
That Gunther babyface turn's gonna slap.
Literally.
It's gonna chop.
It's going to give him a bow across the chest.
Interesting tweet from Rob Van Dam, who says, "Some fans are saying I did WWE wrong by appearing on AEW. I wonder if they would all eat shit if I revealed that I had permission to do it. Or would they just move on to puke out the next meaningless bullshit that comes out of their mouths? Yeah, I figured. I'll keep it to myself for now."
I mean, RVD could do whatever he wants. Like, I didn't see the complaint when he was working with Impact.
It'll be
I was gonna
Chad
say,
Gable
he
versus
was
Giovanni
He's writing
Vinci.
shit like that.
Say that again?
You know he was Blaze when he wrote that.
When isn't he? When he's wrestling, I guess.
Yeah, because it's fucking ridiculous. He did WWE dirty when the guy was a fucking ECW guy in the first place anyway. Like, what? What are we doing?
What's up, DJ Eric?
And he was pretty solid. He was better than I expected last week.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, he was solid. Like I told people, I was like, when he's motivated and he gets that paycheck, he cares. It's when the money's not there, that's when he not so much. He doesn't care, not so much.
That spinning kick from the apron to the ringside was, whew.
I ain't gonna lie, it scared me because I thought he was gonna make it. What's up, Prince?
I don't have anything yet.
But then also, I don't think it was so much that they gave him permission. I think it was the fact that he wanted to make sure because he does have like a Legends contract with WWE.
Right.
So he wanted to make sure he's not violating anything. I think it was more so that, yeah, which I think is more so that than like, yeah, you could go, you could perform at AEW.
Yeah, it's not like WWE can bogart everybody.
They call him the enforcer of Imperium?
Or him?
It's more like the loser.
He doesn't even talk either.
Ludwig seems like the enforcer to me.
Yeah, Lou was the enforcer. Giovanni's the mascot.
Baldy.
Yeah, it was funny
Every
because
team
when they
needs
made him, when they made him the Evolve, like they're the Evolve World Champion when he was with NXT. It was kind of weird just because he's a good wrestler. Like if you see him wrestle, he's great in the ring.
He was the Evolve champion.
Yeah. When so when they had like their partnership, they had some of the people who were at NXT and they weren't getting like enough reps or like working. They were working in Evolve. They would do shows for Evolve. So like, remember when Street Profits first started with NXT, like when they first formed, they were working with Evolve. Like they were doing matches in Evolve, and they were their tag team champions for a while. So there was kind of like a relationship before WWE bought them out. Same thing with Raquel. Raquel was already signed with NXT. She was doing Evolve shows, like she was doing shows for Evolve. Um, so when he was there, he was their world champion. It's kind of a weird pairing just because he can't talk. Like he's not a good talker at all. So it's kind of weird.
Ooh.
Yeah, when they sent Gunther and Ludwig to the main roster, but they kept Vinci behind in NXT to explore this new gimmick for him and I guess work on his talking, but they gave up on that quick.
Because it wasn't a good fit for him. It was like he was good with he's good with Imperium for a reason. And when you take him out and try to put him in his, where he's uncomfortable with, you're kind of telling the guy to fail. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they really like his wrestling, so they wanted to work on his character.
Yeah, because he does like a lot of crazy shit. Like when he gets to work, man, he does like those crazy springboards off the ropes. Like he knows how to do a lot of shit. It's just the character development that's always been the problem with him. But now he's in a situation where he kind of doesn't need to do that. He kind of doesn't need to talk.
They still got a tag title run. They haven't got one yet.
Ooh,
That's
shit,
what I'm
nobody
waiting
has.
on.
Nobody has. The Usos were champions for like over a year.
True.
And then Sammy and KO, they just been there because KO's injured now. But
But even before KO got injured, they were entangled with the fucking Judgment Day for so long. It's like, bro, can we just feud with Imperium? Because I really want to see this.
But then they also they defeated Imperium too. So it was kind of like one of those things where it was like,
yeah. And also, there's just one set of titles.
Yeah. So it was like they should just, yeah. And I'm surprised they still haven't even like done that. It was like, just fucking make it official, guys. As long as they change the fucking design, they really need to change that belt design.
Yes,
they do.
They really, and it's crazy because in person the belt is actually not the design itself is not bad. The problem is the color, like it doesn't go together. That's the problem. It looks like a fucking giant, it looks like a giant nickel.
And then it's like when you compare it to the others, like the other designs have been better, with the exception of like the penny titles that they had before these.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Like yeah. Remember the SmackDown ones? Remember like when they had the true brand split? The SmackDown ones weren't bad.
Yeah. Damn. Got him. %12 of you were wrong.
Damn, they 12% had faith in Vinci.
I don't know why, but okay.
You guys are lucky it wasn't no parlay for that, because man. Would have lost 900K like that guy did.
Gunther's like, I'll just do it myself.
It's like, relax. Okay, Thanos.
Let's see how many people believe in Otis.
I mean, outside of
Don't say
Roman, Gunther is Thanos.
The 12% that voted. They're gonna vote for Otis.
There you go, 12%. You gonna double down on this?
I'm gonna tell everybody to keep the same energy. Oh my god. Do you see this? You see what I deal with?
Food got to be out.
Yeah,
No, it's not food. It's somebody in the other apartment. They were like getting out of the apartment.
the dog's probably like, don't you dare double down on that 12%.
Imagine that. Yo, I remember that time. I forgot which watch long. I think it was it All Out? It was one of the pay-per-views. Kel was here one of the days. I think he was here that day too, Romeo, right? Where we had one. She was here. And fucking when Kelvin popped, he got up and she tried to like celebrate. She started barking at him and he sat back down.
Gran Turismo movie.
Oh, you didn't know that was a thing?
Gotta be honest with you, Josh. I'm probably never gonna see it.
Yeah, Fast and Furious burned me out with those
It's not.
racing
It
movies. Although
does not surprise me one bit.
I'm addicted to Need for Speed movies, so there's that.
I haven't even seen Talladega Nights. I think I'm gonna see Gran Turismo.
You bugging at this point. I mean, you like Talladega Nights.
That's fucking pathetic.
$25 days.
I mean, Gunther, he hits back. Be careful. For once, I gotta actually be like, be careful. Otis built like a bowling ball. That man different.
Well, this is a pickup line. Oh, if you're not first, you're last. That was a line in the movie.
shirt is protecting him from the chops.
Oh, this is hitting their
That shit
back
probably-
though.
that shit still hurt.
Never seen it, Frantic World, if that's a movie.
What movie he said?
Torque?
Oh, what? Out of all movies, you brought up that shit. I haven't even seen that.
I mean, you
Never
could have
even
said
heard of it.
Biker Boys, Frantic World, Torque.
Like what?
Mm.
How did he even remember that name of that movie?
I'm trying to remember who the hell's in that movie.
He said Torque. What the fuck, bro?
Never heard of it.
Now I gotta
You probably
Google him.
you should probably keep it that way.
Well, now I have heard of it. Biker
Yikes, nope.
Boys was a good time. Never heard of it.
I remember Biker Boys because I had a lot of people in that movie. Prime Megan good. Yes, sir.
I didn't like it very much.
I saw it on some TV channel yesterday, Josh. That's how I remember it.
Well, I feel for you because I'm
You
looking
actually
at this
took the
cast of
time and watched
characters.
it. You actually took the time and watched it. You must have been really bored.
I'm looking at this cast and man, this is a struggle movie. Torque. It's like, all right, Ice Cube's in it, cool. You got Christina Milian when in her prime, but then it's Martin Henderson, Adam Scott, Monet Mazur, Jamie Presley, Jay Hernandez, Fredro Starr. Bro, this sounds like a straight to TV movie.
That's why I seen it. It's a black movie. Right, Frantic World?
I mean,
I think,
that's
think
Biker
Frantic
Boys.
World's trying to get me to watch Barbershop, I think.
Barbershop's fun though.
Never seen
There's
it.
a white boy in the shop.
There's a white boy.
He's a black
There's a
movie.
There's a Blanquito in the shop.
He's a black movie.
Frantic World wanted to know if I
God
seen
damn,
Belly.
Gunther.
Oh, he talking shit to you in a whole nother language. That was nice. "25% of you are wrong."
Oh my god!
Damn.
Did that,
Double-
wait, that
double-
percentage was higher. What
I
the?
told you they doubled down.
Oh my
They
god!
doubled.
They're like, fuck it. Let me throw this vote. Let me
Chad, I
throw
need y'all
this
to do
vote.
better.
They said, let me throw this vote on purpose.
Man, is your
Gunther's
vote not
25
sacred?
days. Gunther's 25 days from the championship. You really think he's gonna take a loss right now to fucking Otis?
That's what they did to honor the 25 days. They had 25% vote against.
Oh my god.
Some nice, solid action between those two matches. They got a lot of time together.
Hey, you got 2/3 of Imperium Wrestling. That's a win.
Uh-oh.
My god. See here, huh? She throwing her shit again. Oh yeah. Well, Cody's definitely winning. Shockwaves. Yeah.
Main event. Man. Screw Trish, huh? Screw Becky. Not even in Canada are you going to main event.
Bro, had they even announced it?
They just
And
said
they
this is main
No.
eventing.
They haven't even
Yes.
announced it. So is the match even happening?
Oh, tell me I moved
Yo,
again.
it got cut. Oh my god.
I'm just saying because you said they haven't. It's been an hour. They haven't announced nothing.
Unless they, I don't know if they, in the early when they do the match graphics, I wasn't sure if they showed that one. Like when they
And I
open
don't want
the
to check the
show.
FIFO emails to confirm this.
I don't want to check either. Anybody in the chat, have they said anything so far on the show about Trish and Becky? Edge versus Sheamus is going to be good.
I mean, it should be good. I'm not too confident with Edge.
Damn.
It's Sheamus. Sheamus doesn't have shitty matches. He's solid usually.
It's in Toronto, Josh. Edge's stats go up in Toronto. They go up 20.
Hopefully, because Edge is like 70 years old in wrestling years.
But it's Canada.
Yes, it was announced at the beginning of the show, so it's still happening. Thank you. The King Ellie Show.
Yeah, because it's like, bro, they've announced this Finn Balor Cody Rhodes match like at least 3-4 times tonight. I remember once going to Trish and Becky. Weird. Oh, cool. We get to see this travel stuff. 'Cause I totally missed this last week.
Roman's laugh. Farewell, Jay. Hope we see you again sometime in the future. Who knows how long it'll be?
Oh, shut up.
Hashtag deuces oozes.
Deuces, oozes.
I like that.
It's gonna be a T-shirt. The proceeds will go to his family. You get on Pro
Yo, they
Wrestling
wanna keep it-
Tees.
There you go. I was gonna say keep it all the way kayfabe.
They would never.
They done it before for KO and Sammy, but it was like 1 week
Parody,
release.
right?
No, it was like 1 week releases, like literally, like Kevin Steen shirt, Sami Zayn, he was out there ago, but it was like a week. It was like 1 week releases.
Was that around WrestleMania 34 when they were fired and couldn't get a contract on Raw or SmackDown?
No, there were that was before that. Because I remember the reason why I remember because it was kind of like oh shit, they got a shirt released for them. Oh shit! Wow.
Drew McIntyre's here.
And then like remember the shirt that Ciampa had when he was at NXT? It was like a skull with like the beard. That you could that was on Pro Wrestling Tees. So that wasn't even on like WWE shop. It was on that shirt was on Pro Wrestling Tees. That's how I got mine. And I believe Cody's thing is still up too. I could be wrong, but I think his is up. I don't think they ever took it down.
Riddle and Drew. That's not Randy. Is how we gonna set up Drew's heel turn? Turn
Remember
on.
how Sober Guy was so excited about Orton?
Yeah.
So, he's gonna be in Detroit, and look what happened.
What's up, Armand? Yes, I am hyped. Dalvin Cook is a Jet. More importantly, he's not a Dolphin, which is great. Beautiful. Love it.
Fuck the Dolphins.
Damn, what the Dolphins do to you?
They trash.
And the Patriots, they bolstered their offensive line by getting Ezekiel Elliott's famous offensive line.
That's gonna get them at least 6 wins.
I mean, bye Zeke. I don't have to no longer see you twice a year. Deuces.
Deuces.
Yeah, which I don't know. It was funny how people were making it like such like a big thing. I'm like, he ain't the same. He hasn't been the same in years. Maybe Bill helps him. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know. I don't think it's.
Well, he's there to be the backup running back because they got a running back over there.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think the Jet signing is way better than than getting Zeke.
I'm excited for this season, man. Anything to not watch the Yankees anymore.
Yeah, I've already waved the white flag. I was like, bro.
Don't even fucking remind me. And tonight was even worse. Don't even remind me. I don't even want to talk about it.
Braves whooped their ass?
Bro, they were winning 2-1, and then I turned it to the third inning, 8-2 Braves.
Bro.
I gave
Not
up.
Surprised.
I gave up. For tonight.
It's been a while since the Yankees were this mediocre with the talent that they supposedly had.
And Hal's gonna be like, I don't understand what Yankee fans are so mad about.
I mean, look how much money we made. Look at the analytics. It's like,
It's on the players. It's on the players.
Fucking grave.
The players should perform better.
Can we get
George
some Wi-Fi from beyond the grave? Can he get some Wi-Fi?
They may have to go check his grave because all the rolling around he's been doing, man, he might have fucking broken that shit.
Yeah, because if the old man's still here, there would at least been 3 firings by now.
Is this an Indy Hartwell video?
Oh yeah, I forgot because you're behind. Yeah, I've been watching this whole time. I'm like, wow. So they're doing a video package of somebody that's been there for months already. Awesome.
I mean, this is now showing Triple H is really running this tonight.
We
Vince
need
would never.
new tag team champs.
No, what happened last week? Because remember they showed them. They showed Candace and this girl. They weren't even.
Yep.
They weren't even seen for weeks before that.
Yeah. Oh. You showed that video just to feed her the real Ripley tonight? Oh, no.
You know what's weird? Where the fuck has Dexter Loomis been?
Well, I see him, having a good time on Instagram, I know he's alive.
He's
I was
somewhere.
like, all right, Gargano might be injured, but what the hell happened to Loomis?
No, Gargano's fine. He's been good for a while. They just haven't brought him back to TV. And now Ciampa's trying to make it a thing again.
Damn, so Gargano's Captain Catering. You hate to see it.
At least nobody backstage kicking him out of the building, You can't be here. None of that going on.
They should. Because there's more content to talk about.
What's up, Tedrin? The show is dragging.
Just
I don't got that feeling.
Last week did feel like a better pace. I'll give you that. Not this week is not too slow, but I think last week had a better pace.
This one's just hella commercials, and the commercials are long. It's just like, ugh.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, to be honest with you.
Well, remember last week was commercial free the first hour.
Some bullshit. Me 55 minutes.
They showed a whole bunch of video packages.
That's why it's shit every time they say that. The only time they done it that was like legit was, remember that time when Donald Trump took over Raw, and then he was like, the first thought was commercial free.
Damn,
that was legit. That was
way
legit.
back.
Yeah, that was like the only time they did like a legit no, not even the bullshit WWE commercials. It was like legit, like no commercials, nothing. It went straight through it.
Sidebar, Romeo, I sent you a video of this dude taking a table spot in GCW. Who had a worse weekend, Pagano or this dude?
Yeah, I was gonna actually check out that GCW show probably tonight. It's there for Riddle.
Can I use it? Battery pack.
I'm not even charging it.
No, I'm just asking.
Okay. You want more chicken?
I'm good for now.
But it was really good.
You know,
A Scottish psychopath and a bunch of Vikings. I feel like I'm watching Game of Thrones.
Natural fit. Should be a solid match.
it should be, and then you see Matt Riddle taking the pin.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Hassan votes for
Oh God!
Matt Riddle.
Of course.
What about Drew?
So that means Matt Riddle's losing.
I bet Drew's turning. By the way, Justin, Anika said Dexter's filming stuff.
Good to know.
You see that video on social media that Ciampa uploaded from earlier today?
Yeah.
Nah, let me go pull this out.
I'm surprised he didn't mix the tag teams like he did on fucking Saturday.
That was funny. Surefire way to win and lose when you vote that way.
They call that it doesn't count. That's what they call that.
Error. He's fighting for his life.
You know that baseball play where like The two
Hunter
runners run.
Franco?
They go on the same base. They run back to the same exact base. So one of them is out. That's what he tried to do with that vote.
I'd like to see Matt Riddle in the G1.
Yeah, maybe Matt Riddle before WWE, because I don't know about this version. So much it's more so his losing, and I don't think that that tweet he made a couple weeks ago got help his cause either.
And here comes another commercial. God damn.
The hell's going on out here?
Maybe the last hour is commercial free. Who knows?
Yeah, right. I wish.
I mean, we still got Becky and Trish and Cody and Finn. Who knows?
Allegedly. I'm gonna go with allegedly.
Haven't heard.
Because I don't know if it's still on.
A peep about that match. The chat is saying that they advertised in the beginning of the show, but even still, like you'd figure they at least bring it up, maybe have a segment or something. Somebody getting interviewed backstage. Nothing.
Or when they showed or like when they showed the matches tonight, you would think they would show it again.
Yeah,
they've made the match non-important. No matter what, they've made it non-important. So that tells you all you need to know.
Really bad job.
Pretty sure Stephanie Hypes ain't too happy about this.
Nah, she ain't hyped about this.
She drinking her lemonade like, God damn.
I was like, well.
Or maybe that could be payback for the whole lemonade shit. Like, oh, Becky, I see you have a sense of humor. I have one too. Guess who had time on next week's Raw that's getting cut? Drinks the lemonade.
Oh, shit.
How much money would you have to pay Brock Lesnar to be in the G1?
8 figures.
I'm gonna see.
He's like, wait a minute. First off, is 30 days? And how many matches? And it's physical shit?
But then also...
Unless he gets the...
But then also... to even think that, I'm like, good luck with that, because
how good is the deer hunting in Japan, huh?
They basically, you know, like you know when they talk about like people being blacklisted or blackballed, that's Brock for New Japan. So it wouldn't even like it would not even be close to happening after that shit he did all those years ago. And you know how you know how New Japan is. They're very they take that shit seriously. Like, because remember when they had that partnership with Impact, it took a long time for them to mend fences. So it was like they take that shit. They take it.
Josh, what happened with the Brock Lesnar New Japan situation?
Oh, that they made Brock the IWGP World Champion, and he was supposed to work one of the dates, and he basically no-showed. And he took the belt and basically held it hostage. He did. He
more money?
No, he no-showed shows. Like he held New Japan hostage with their title.
Contract?
He didn't have a contract. He was working dates, so he wasn't. So he was doing like those tours. So like a lot of the gaijins, they do like tour dates. They still do it now. Like Lance Archer technically didn't have a New Japan deal. He did like when he did like tours. That's how he got paid. He gets paid by dates. So that's what Brock was doing. And they made him the IWGP champion, and he held the title hostage to the point that it not only handcuffed the company, but they didn't know what the fuck to do because they were never put in a situation like that. So that's why basically they stripped him off the title. He never wrestled for New Japan again, and that's how like when he did like the tournament, when I was explaining it, I think last week, Kurt Angle, he was like one of their interim champions. So when they had like the list of like IWGP World Champions, he's not on the list because he was technically considered an interim champion.
Kurt? Oh.
Yeah, that's when Kurt was with TNA.
But I saw Kurt and Brock had a match at New Japan.
It's possible because it's possible that happened before that because he was Kurt Angle was working New Japan dates as well, like part of like their partnership. He was doing dates for them as well. But during that time that Brock was champion, fucking it was a shithole. New Japan was like really, it was really bad.
So who was the first official champion after Brock Lesnar?
That's
to fight somebody.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember who. I don't remember, but basically, yeah, like he ended up losing. But he was able to bring like the title itself. He was able to bring it like on Impact TV and shit. So he was holding it like he was like presenting him being like himself like as like the New Japan champion, but it didn't count as like their list. So like remember every time they used to do that graphic with all the world champions?
Never on it.
He was never on it because of that. Brock is on
Brock
it.
Lesnar's on it.
Brock Lesnar's on it. Brock Lesnar's on it. So they're not like WWE, like they kind of erase history. They kept him on. So
yeah, WWE erased Inoki from being WWE champion.
Yeah, exactly. It was like it never happened.
That wasn't no interim shit. That was the real shit.
Yeah, that was like a fucking real title, and it was like, oh wait, never happened. Some bullshit.
So when they did the tournament after they stripped Lesnar, it was Hiroshi Tanahashi that won that tournament and became your new champion right after Lesnar. To answer that,
most likely, because I think around that time too, that's when they put the rocket ship on. They put that fucking rocket on Tanahashi. He basically saved New Japan. So that's why, like the way they treat him, like the way he's presented, that's why, because he was a big part of that. He was like their John Cena at that time for New Japan because he literally saved the company.
Does it say who he beat in the finals of that tournament?
I would have to Google because right now I'm looking at Lesnar and Kurt Angle eventually did wrestle a year later, title versus title, because Lesnar was the proper champion and didn't lose it.
Yeah, they had to like do something. Yeah, legally he had to like he had to lose it. They had that again, so they had date like they like when you have like a, because it wasn't like a actual but when you sign up for dates, they can hold that against you because it's still some form of contract, like an agreement that you have to honor. So, but it was a shitty situation and that was the time where Brock, even his wrestling, he wasn't really giving a shit, to be honest with you. He was just there. Like,
yeah, that was at a time where Brock was just like, fuck all this shit. I do what I want. What the fuck are you
doing? He didn't give a fuck. So that's why probably a lot of people didn't hear about it. But not long after that, that's where he actually transitioned to MMA. So
38% of you were wrong. Viking Raiders lose.
You see this shit? Yo, you're gonna see it, Romeo. They're gonna replay it.
Riddle's got a new bro.
So like Drew, you might be leaving, but we pair you up with Matt Riddle.
So get this. So when Tanahashi won that title in that tournament, he defeated Giant Bernard in the finals for that vacant title.
I know who that is.
AK, Yep.
Bro, I told you,
For
like,
those in the chat who don't know, aka Matt Bloom, you're now
yep,
NXT trainer.
Tensai, Lord Tensai.
A-Train. A-Train down.
Bro, I told you, right?
The
Yo,
A-
I'm telling you, that shit was New Japan was rough.
The Dark Ages.
That was rough. It was
The-
rough. I'm telling you, it was
The
rough,
A in TNA.
Dang.
bro. Like, it was rough. Like when I tell everybody that all the time, I'm like, yo, when people think that New Japan was always, I was like, no, New Japan had some
Not
real.
always, no.
They had some real shitty years. You think WWE had some shitty years like in the 90s? I'm like, nah. New Japan had that shit in the 2000s.
But Brock Lesnar had to come back and drop the title officially? I guess he lost to Tanahashi or something?
Yeah, he eventually had to come back. Like, and that was like basically the last time. Like, it was like such, but that's why when I tell people too, so like if you notice with New Japan, that's why they rarely put the title on somebody that's not a contracted star.
Yeah,
So
they learned their lesson.
yeah, so yeah, because of that. So when people were complaining about Sonata not being the champion yet, that was because Sonata for years wasn't under contract. He didn't have a New Japan contract. I don't think a lot of people knew that. He was working per same thing per dates. Like they'll give him like the tag titles, but never the top title because of that, because he wasn't under contract.
Well, people weren't really complaining about Sonata. They were complaining about Kota Ibushi.
Yeah, but
For a while. That was
Ibushi
the
was like
one
another
I
story.
was
Yeah,
hitting.
because Ibushi, it was the same thing. Like he was working per dates, but Ibushi was always that person that he never really committed to a contract. And unfortunately, the only contract he did commit to didn't really turn out very well at the end because his fallout with New Japan, unfortunately. But that's why too. That's why he was never given the title at that point, because he wasn't under contract.
No, they gave him the title at one point because they took it off Naito to give it to him.
Yeah.
Because
Because he ended up signing, because eventually he did end up signing with them. Like he did ended up signing with them. But during that point of time, they were like, "Nah, we'll give you like a lesser title, but not the not the IWGP heavyweight title."
Drew heel turn? Not so fast, Kevin. Not so fast.
And then now, what makes it better now is that they could. Now I think they're kind of like leaning, like so like a lot of the mid card titles they do that with, like John Moxley was their United States champion for a while, stuff like that, just because they know that one, they hold like those kind of deals. Their deals are more structured now when they do like tours and shit. So it's something that they have to honor. It's not like, oh no, you can't like no, unless if it's something like a conflict, like their schedules doesn't fit, then they're more understanding to that. But
so basically, Brock changed that shit forever.
yeah, it's true.
Catalyst. What a catalyst.
Not in a good way, but yeah.
What a trailblazer. Emphasis on blazer. But at least New Japan's in a better place now. Although, the pandemic really fucked them up for a while. But I'm glad to see like they're better now and they're getting back to where they were pre-pandemic.
Yeah, and that was more so because of the country itself. They were like a lot more strict.
Oh
with
yeah, they went on
a lot of the guidelines.
supremely strict lockdown.
Yeah, like their rules were more strict, so I kind of understood. The whole clapping and cheering thing was a little odd, even though I'm so used to like Japan crowds, they're usually more quiet. Um, it's not a bad thing. That's just how
Yeah,
they pay
I,
attention
I
to the
watch a
match.
lot of New Japan too, so I get it.
Yeah. So like when people talk about like certain things like with comparing like the US crowds to like Japan crowds, it's really not really a fair comparison because we look at it differently. We view wrestling different compared to they do. I would think they probably take it more seriously, like as in like an actual like they take it like a sport. Because every time there's a big moment, it's like top news over there. It's like very big. Like when AJ Styles won their title, it was like a front page news that he won their title. You don't see that here.
It's
Oh,
hard to
Roman
get
Reigns
over
won another
there
WrestleMania.
because
You don't see that. Yeah.
it's hard to get over because like if they don't fuck with you, they'll be dead ass silent, and that's
Yeah.
so awkward.
Yeah. And I remember that was like something that Styles did say himself that he was like it was something he wasn't used to at first, but then once they explained it to him, like he understood. He understood everything, like how there are. So it's not like a bad thing.
Yeah, it's like if they fuck with you, they really fuck with you. If they don't fuck with you, you'll know it
Yeah.
loud and oh shit. What the hell? What's his hair? Yo.
Yeah. Over there, yeah, they treat you like a god too. Especially the marketing over there. Oh my god. They market the shit out of you over there.
Yeah, these guys got the fucking Montgomery chairs. I'm dead.
Why do you like leave Berlin? I gotta get used to Xavier's hair. Yeah. Well, at least Rhea has a match.
Might be another short one.
Rhea got a match before Becky Lynch. God damn.
Oh shit.
I mean, but that'll make some people online happy because they've been very vocal about Rhea not wrestling either.
Well, it's not that, but you know what's the problem with Rhea too is that her matches have been short. Which none of
I
it
don't
is her
mind squad.
fault. None of it is her fault. At the same time, her being with Judgment Day that really helps because I mean it's Judgment Day. So doesn't really hurt. Like, remember before when she was like the women's champion the first time, that reign wasn't great. At least now, her reign doesn't need to be great, but she has Judgment Day, so it doesn't really matter.
And she doesn't always have short matches because before
No, she
SummerSlam,
doesn't.
when they were in Baltimore, when she wrestled Natty, that went a while. I was there for that. That
No,
wasn't a
that
short
shit had
match
to
at
go
all.
wild. No, that match had to go wild because the first time it went a minute. Sorry. Natty lost on her birthday. Yeah. She lost on her birthday in a minute.
69 seconds or something like that.
Yeah, so it was like that. I understand because they always do that shit. They tend to do that.
Bruh,
like, it was a quick match. The
Natty,
next one ends up being long.
Your entrance was longer than your match. What the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, like yeah. So something like that. At least they made up for that. But I think before that, I think when she was champion, I think they said she had like 4 matches, and the total was like 11 minutes, which is that's bad.
But you're also establishing a dominant champion. What's wrong with that?
No, it's more the fact that sometimes it depends because when it comes to certain things like that, I think certain people you could establish. It was the way the way that was being done. It kind of really didn't look like she didn't really wasn't the fact that she was looking like a dominant champion. It was the fact that you wanted her to be a defending champion. So when matches like that,
Bianca for that.
Which I mean, yeah, yeah, Bianca for that. The problem, I think, what it was for me with Bianca, I really didn't have a problem with the reign. What I didn't like as much was everyone basically wanted the title off of her, where they're like, "Oh, I'm sick of this reign." But I was like, you want to get the title off of her based off of what? Just to get it off of her? That something like that, I really don't agree with. Like here right now, she's the perfect champion for them right now. So even if her matches are short or what, I don't agree with them taking the title off her because she needs it. She's the person to establish that title. Yeah, to establish that title, and then you have her in a stable that's over. She makes the most sense to even still keep the time. Even if her matches go 2-3 minutes, I don't give a shit. She's the best person right now.
The problem with Rhea too is like there's not many options because like they're trying to keep Becky as far away from that title as possible because Becky's been in title picture for the last 2 years. They're trying to say that for WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's the Mania match.
Yeah.
Raquel, they just started hinting at Rhea and Raquel, but they were trying to keep them away from each other for a while. And no one wanted to see Ronda anywhere near that fucking title picture again. So you can't give Ronda to Rhea.
And then even so, like Raquel, like even with that, I'm like, is she the one to dethrone Rhea? I really don't see it. Like I still think the title on Rhea.
You also throw in the fact, Indy and Candice were chilling and catering. Kaden and Katana were chilling and catering. Xia Li is still in catering. Shotzi is now just starting to do something with Bailey.
You know what's crazy?
So you have a bunch of women that are not really doing much.
You know what's crazy? I totally forgot about her. Xia Li. She has a cool ass entrance. That's all I remember from her. Unfortunately, in the main roster.
She can wrestle. It's just she don't get no chances. She ain't getting no chances. They don't know what to do with her.
And apparently, I heard they with Lacey Evans, they kind of like just given up. Apparently.
Oh, finally, Sergeant Stutter is gone.
Yeah, I think they said they basically they've given up.
She may have asked for her release.
Huh? She did?
She may have.
Oh, because of her info changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably. Yeah, but I think even before that, I think I was seeing reports like a couple of weeks ago. They were saying like they basically like gave up, they basically gave up on her.
They're like 2 years too late, but as long as they finally came around, because Lacey wasn't it, dude. That was, you could tell that was 1000% Vince, and Vince
it was
to fit a square peg in a round.
Yeah,
in a round hole where it's like, bro, no.
She wasn't good in the
Yes,
ring.
she's beautiful. Yes, she has a body. Guess what? She can't wrestle. This is Eva Marie, just blonde.
Yeah, her wrestling skills were they were rough. They were not. I felt bad for. Remember Naomi wrestled her. I felt bad for Naomi because Naomi got a lot of shit for that blockbuster she botched. But part of that too was on Lacey. She didn't move. She didn't move at all.
By the way, 23% of you were wrong. Indy Hartwell lost.
22% voted for Hartwell. What? What? You voted against Rhea? Yeah, they doing that shit on purpose. I know it.
I'm about to say, yeah, that 23% must be drinking. Because, bro, Rhea's not taking an L until
They're like,
pay per view.
They're like, let's continue the trend. Let's continue the trend. We voted for Otis. Might as well vote for Indy.
Until you see Rhea Ripley in the ring with Raquel Rodriguez or Becky Lynch, she's not losing.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Or Charlotte Flair, she ain't losing.
Or even like, I mean, honestly, even Raquel, I don't see Raquel beating her. I think Rhea's gonna stay champion for a while.
No, but I think she'll get like a cheap, she'll get like a victory to set up the title match.
Probably.
Because you got to build up Raquel somehow to be a formidable foe for Rhea, other than she has a white back.
But even this whole injury shit, it doesn't really do nothing for me either. It's like, what is it supposed to do? It's supposed to be like adversity. It doesn't. It's not working for me. It's like, who gives a fuck?
I've seen Sasha wrestle on one leg. I've seen Sasha wrestle on a broken back. I've seen Sasha with a separated shoulder go into Elimination Chamber and fucking WrestleMania. But Raquel, ow, my knee, Adam Pearce. Like, bro, really? The math ain't math, my guy.
It's definitely not doing it for me. But then also when we see it with Cody already, we seen him wrestle with a torn pec, and every time, oh, Cody has a broken arm now. He's like, no, I'm getting out there. So now every time Cody gets hurt, when they try to make it a big deal, I'm like, man, wrestle with torn pec. This ain't nothing.
He broke his titty, man. That thing was black. It wasn't even black and blue. It was straight black.
Shit was disgusting. And they're like, well, it can't get hurt. It can't get worse it can't get any worse. So you could go out there and wrestle.
It didn't help Lacey with the crazy stuff she was putting on. Wait, Lacey Evans be posting wild shit? I didn't know that.
She was, but at the same time, it wasn't really the reason why I disagree with that, because she was getting pushed more when that shit was happening. So there was a few times where she would share things, retweet, repost, certain things, and it just made her look bad. So basically, she shared a video about autism, basically trying to like downplay it, or she was trying to like agree with what the people were saying. Basically, they were saying a bunch of nonsense about it, and she basically reshared it like on her social media, and she got shit for it. What made it worse was that like a little while after, there was a kid in the front row who clearly had like some type of autism.
Mm-hmm.
And when she went to go give him like a high five, she played the heel character, which again, it's being a heel, but it was terrible timing. I'm talking like that's fucking awful timing after you just made an anti-autism, you shared an anti-autism info to do something like that is not a good look. However, they really didn't do nothing based off of that. So I can't really say, oh yeah, her social media didn't help her, because she was still being used. You know what I mean? So I can't really use that. But no, I think it's more so whatever they thrown at her out there is not working. They've tried everything, and they tried everything with like this whole military shit with her, and it's just it doesn't work. It's not working, so they gave up.
Yeah, Lady Gaga wasn't it either.
What was it? And basically, her last gimmick got buried by Sergeant Slaughter's family. So it was like, once that happens,
That I
forget about
saw.
it. Yeah, once that happens, forget about it. You're fucked. Once that happens, you're fucked. The fuck? What's Shinsuke saying?
I don't
Yeah, I'm
know what the
trying to say
fuck
too
Shinsuke
much
said,
about
but
it.
the thesis of that, the thesis is probably like, yo, it's summertime, it's G1 season, Shinsuke is now activated.
You said they were getting somewhere. I disagree. They were getting somewhere with that because that shit was rough too. The problem was that it was being repetitive as well. She was coming every week, cutting the same promos. It was just garbage. It's like the same stuff. It's like, yes, we get it. You're an ex-marine. We get it. Like that's all you have.
I'm gonna put the food away.
Okay.
You don't want any.
Didn't Seth wear that same outfit recently?
Feels like it.
Must be laundry day. Y'all was dying, yo. He saw my story, but I tagged him in. Look, Shinsuke he looks annoyed. He looks annoyed.
What the fuck is Seth wearing? All right, the top is one thing. Them pants, though.
Damn, I come back and I see stuff laid out.
I'm
Laid
with
out.
this.
Oh, now he is.
I'm not saying like I come back. I didn't even see like the move. I just saw like stuff like laying down. That's all I saw. He was just laying down.
I'm here for a Seth Rollins Shinsuke feud.
It's a late night. Isn't he also in that Ric Flair commercial?
LA Knight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That fucking what was it? The
He was
insurance
going crazy
commercial.
in that. what's the name of that shit? Car Shield.
Yeah. Rick hit the guy in the chair. Who took my yogurt? Hit the guy in the chair.
Yeah. Wait, what the fuck?
Oh wow! Look, the match is actually next. Wow.
Oh, this match had no hype the entire show. That is incredible. Not one single segment devoted to it beforehand. Incredible. I'm
It's not even the
very
main
worried
event.
for how this match is going to turn out. Very worried.
It's not even the main event.
They did all of that, all that complaining, all that trolling. Not only not the main event, they barely made a peep about this match.
Bro,
Shit.
Rhea and Indy got more attention for their match, which was what, 3 minutes? How long was that? They gave an
Maybe
Indy video
5.
package.
They
Oh
gave
my
an
goodness.
They gave her a fucking video package.
Not
They gave her a
they
video
took
package.
to do that over any attention for this match. And I'm not hating
I'm
on Indy. That's not a shot at
guessing-
her at all. I'm just
No, it's
saying.
not. No, it's not a shot at her. You just know her place.
That
No,
is
it's good on Indy,
crazy.
but
to
it's
me.
like, yo, did Becky really piss off Triple H with that
You have to
with the
wonder now.
social media and
It's
the
not-
shit?
It's not weird to speculate that because
What is
the
she?
hell is that?
What did she do? Like, was she did something like on Twitter or something?
So she
So
was
at
talking
the-
on Twitter with
you
the
wanna go
whole make lemonade out of lemons and feeding into what everyone's been saying going into SummerSlam, which was why the fuck is this match not on the card?
That's what Triple H, the whole make lemonade out of lemons. Triple H said that at the post conference for SummerSlam for anybody complaining that they weren't on the card. You know?
Oh, he
And
did.
so-
That's,
yeah,
oh,
and that's
what
why
he
you saw
said?
Becky with the lemons last week on Raw.
Yeah, that's why she was drinking lemonade on ringside and feeding into it.
And she also uploaded a picture on Instagram before that too, with lemons.
Yeah, that could. Yeah, my thing is like that could mean
But no, they
anything.
had to approve that segment of her with the lemons on the show. Like they had.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why it can mean anything. I just don't think she went off script
True.
off of that. So that's why it's a little. That's why it's kind of like blurred between the lines for me because it's like you don't know what's. But if it's true, that's not a good look. That's probably their reasoning.
But even
like,
if they approve it, it could be like we're approving this now, but at the same time, we're gonna get you back later for this shit.
and that's
Because people
that could be true too, and because WWE is petty like that. But that's also fucked up if you approved it and you do that.
I'm not on Twitter right now, but I can definitely see people complaining either one about it not main eventing or two, it not getting any attention whatsoever before the actual match.
Especially
probably
leading up to SummerSlam. Remember SummerSlam, there was a big outcry. You would think that they removed The Rock versus Cena off of SummerSlam or something.
This should have had backstage promos with Becky, Zoe, Becky, and then Trish and Zoe. At least, if you're not going to do an in-ring segment, at least
just
backstage.
Weird. It's just this whole thing has been weird because remember the whole thing was that they built this shit up for months. Remind you, they built it up for months, and then you take it off of SummerSlam. Which, again, me personally, when I heard they were going to Canada, I didn't think it was a big deal. That's just my take. I didn't think it was I thought it was a better spot for them because it's like, oh, if they main event, that's a good spot for them. I have people tune in. To have a reason to tune in to do something, right? To show something, and instead they kind of did the opposite. They really didn't promote anything. They didn't really. There was like no build up to it. There was no build up to it tonight. There's nothing.
Yeah, it's kind of like you're lucky this is still on the show, kind of feeling.
And if anything, this is the match they could have promoted like a few times in the show, like or video package. You should show it like twice. You know, like sometimes they do that for big matches.
Yeah,
they could have done that for
this.
Supposed
to be a blow off to the feud.
Yeah, and it's like instead we got nothing. And hey, here's a 10 o'clock spot. Here you go.
Like the last time that happened was it Raw 25 when Bayley and Becky got cut, but then they had them wrestle the next week on Raw where they main evented and they hyped the shit out of that. This is almost like not even a peak.
Oh yeah,
this
remember
like the
that.
reverse of that.
It's complete reverse. This is weird. This is
damn, that sucks.
Everything I thought they will honestly everything I thought they would make up for because it didn't happen at SummerSlam. I thought they would, and then nope, they proved me wrong.
Yeah, I wasn't checking Twitter because I came across something else. Alex Collins passed away, former Ravens running back, killed while driving his motorcycle. That sucks.
Oh, what the fuck?
I was like, why is Alex Collins trending? It's like, ooh. Damn, this makes it even worse that they're not hyping it because they just have this fucking action figure with 4 Hall of Famers and Becky's one of them that they just put out for sale. Like,
You know what? Let me check Twitter.
Good luck.
So far, be with you. Yeah, as soon as I got on CM Punk. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be all over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was already the first 3 things I saw about wrestling. It's CM Punk. So He's grandstanding the women's match. Let me see. It says trending WWE Raw. Let me see. Let me see if there's anything here. So sure. No, I'm not seeing much.
Search Becky Trish.
Becky Lynch, Trish. I know
Bell
how,
rang around 10:12.
yeah, I know how Becky feels about it. I wonder how Trish feels about it.
I can't imagine any better because she's a legend.
Yeah, so it's like I wonder,
Hall of Famer.
like I wonder how she feels about it because
I mean, just look at the Hall of Famers on SmackDown. Rey Mysterio, Edge. You see how they've been treated lately? Rey Mysterio's a champion, and
Mysterio
Edge
was
is getting
given
all
a
this
fucking
build-up.
belt. Yeah, Mysterio's given a fucking belt.
And Edge
After
is getting
his-
all this build-up for his match on Friday.
After his student got injured.
Where's Trish Stratus' build-up that Edge is getting? Where's that?
And Edge was gone.
Trish is like,
Edge was gone. He was gone
It's like, bro, I came back to have a feud with a future Hall of Famer, secondary storylines which fans have been complaining about, non-titles on the line which fans have been complaining about, and this is how y'all gonna do us?
And they're both
Like-
Canadian. And look how much attention Edge is getting for his match in Canada as opposed to Trish's.
Yeah, if I'm Trish, I'm like, the next time you call me for any shit, I'm just putting you on fucking D&D for a couple months. Because it's so... Like, I'll be pissed if I was Trish. Like, bro.
No slight to Edge, of course. Edge deserves it. So does Trish.
At least on my end, I'm not really seeing the outrage, but there are people pointing that out. They're more saying like, "Oh, why is this not the main event?" But not like angry about it. But they're like, "Yeah, this match is coming up, which is not the main event." Okay, now I'm starting to see it. Somebody did mention like what we said, like they didn't promote it all night, and they're like,
That is wild to me.
yeah, they're either not. You say, yeah, they did a terrible job promoting this match. I'm worried. What should I expect? 5 minutes at the end? 2 hour?
That's what I'm thinking.
An hour?
Yo, if they only get 5 minutes, then yeah, they're definitely... Someone's in the doghouse. And most likely, I'll put my money on is Becky.
She's been more vocal about it. Oh no, Trish.
And she's the one that's been there longer versus, you know...
You know, it's funny. I'm just seeing Justin.
Trish is a Hall of Famer and a part-timer.
I'm just seeing his tweet.
What'd he put?
Justin. He said, "Yikes!" Man, there's a picture, there's a GIF for Sasha Banks saying "Yikes."
I mean, Mercedes would know a thing or two about, oh, this is how you're treating the women when it comes to secondary storylines where we can't get on TV, can't get consistent time or stories.
Remember, she was considered the one that was difficult. She was difficult because she wanted better.
Yeah.
Remember that. She was difficult because she wanted better.
I'm a bitch. I'm difficult. I'm a diva. Because I'm not just going to sit and wait back anymore. I'm going to demand that we get better.
Well, same old shit.
The whole reason this match was cut from SummerSlam was because they didn't want to go out there and have a short match. So if this match right here is short, oh my goodness.
I think anything less than 10 minutes is like, it's fucking ridiculous.
Even then, I think it should go a little longer than that. Because I think they could have squeezed a 10-minute match.
No. That's what I'm saying. Like anything less than 10 minutes is ridiculous.
They got a commercial break. That's a good
15.
sign. They're going to go at least 5.
He said that.
Because it started at 10:12 by my count.
Yo, imagine they were like, "Yo, we gotta cut your time because we need time for Cody and Finn."
You're gonna get Finn, the guy that's been losing more time than you ladies.
The match that we just put together tonight. Nah, we need this. We need
That's
this
even
back.
worse. Watch, yo.
We'll make it
You
up
gonna
to you
see,
at a later date.
little by little, you're gonna see people point that out.
That could very possibly have a schmoz finish. It is possible. It's not out of the realm.
I mean, Zoe's barred from ringside, but when does that fucking actually hold?
Oh no, I mean Cody Finn.
Ah.
Which
Like
if
a
it does,
weird, ridiculous finish.
like maybe JD helping or the Judgment Day or something.
Yeah.
Because you got to, there is a chance Finn can win that just because, just to establish the feud going forward for Cody to get payback.
I see what you did there. That was clever.
It'll still be fucking. I mean, it depends. I guess.
I don't think it'd be clean,
Yeah, it'll just be funny because I'm like, damn, bro.
Maybe Finn could get MVP. Who knows?
I doubt that. Hopefully, he doesn't lose as bad as the Yankees did tonight.
What was the final score?
We were having a good time. You had to bring that up.
He's mentally
we were talking about
card.
So they lost Anthony Volpe to Derek Jeter. 11-2.
11-2.
Yeah.
By the way, Derek Jeter says he's going to be in the Old Timers game. That'll be the
Yeah,
highlight of the season.
He's been everywhere now. He's been everywhere this season. He got a new job with Fox. He was at he was at that concert. He was at that concert.
WWE shop, you ain't fucking slick.
What was it? The 50-year hip hop? Yeah, he was there. He got introduced on the stage.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's been everywhere. He did an event when my boy was there, and I guess they're doing like private signings with Jeter, but Jeter was doing like some kind of like he was doing like some kind of like conference thing, and my boy got to meet him, and I was like, what?
Nice.
I know how this company is if you speak up about anything. I mean, Sleeping Angels, the thing is though, Vince also likes that shit too. When you speak up and stand up for yourself and fight for something.
Yeah, he does.
It's very passive aggressive, wishy-washy.
He loves that shit.
By the way, guys, if you like that lemon shirt that Becky Lynch came out with, it is now on sale according to WWE Shop.
What does it say on that shirt?
When life gives you lemons.
Oh, my. Oh, now she's Carlito Caribbean cool. Look at her.
You see? So I know how this company,
So
if you
literally
speak
the shirt
up,
that Becky Lynch pulled up with, boom.
But you see with his comment too, it depends on how you speak up. There's a difference, right? If you fight for yourself like Becky does, probably makes Becky look good. But when certain people speak up in a certain way, that's when you get put in the doghouse. So it's a matter of how you present it. And that's what Vince does like that shit too. Yeah, Vince does like that shit too.
I'm sure they prefer it, backstage and not on social media in front of everyone.
Yeah, and that's different. Yeah, because once you promote it on social media, forget about it. You're burying yourself.
Now, if you do it privately, they're gonna respect that.
It's more so like we don't know it's gonna get you anywhere, but they respect it.
And it's Vince. You know, Vince can say one thing today and another thing tomorrow. This is a guy that fucking alters Raw and SmackDown or WrestleManias hour by hour.
Yeah.
Trish Stratus spear. Must have learned that from her match with Charlotte.
Vince kind of reminds me of like how they remember how in Seinfeld how they use George Steinbrenner. That's how Vince kind of reminds me of. Like how he's like all over the place.
I've seen it.
That's what I told you because I know you see it.
Vince McMahon is close friends with Donald Trump. They act the exact same. Need I say more?
This match has had a few sloppy spots.
Yeah.
It's very sloppy, which is weird for a Becky Lynch match. It's like I'm not expecting 5 stars all the time, but Becky's usually
Could
not
be.
this sloppy.
It could be
Yes,
because of
both them.
Trish. It could be because of Trish too.
It's both of them though. They're both clunky.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because you would think, they've been working each other since before WrestleMania when they were tag team and tagging up. So it's like,
Yeah.
you know each
Well,
other's
technically,
rhythms,
it was like
wrestling
her
each
and
other.
Lita, and then Lita has not been seen since after she got written off.
Until tonight,
But
when
at the
she
same
interferes in
time,
this
though,
match.
At the same
Ah,
time, Trish and Becky been paired with each other since Mania.
oh God, really? Oh man, really?
Are we gonna get a double count
All
out?
right, so we go into that.
That's exactly what Twitter.
That
needs.
wasn't even 10. Was it 10 minutes? Did it beat Josh's 10 count?
So is this really gonna be a double count out? Oh my
This is what I
god!
told you. This is why I didn't want to say it.
Fast, bro.
Yo, this is why I didn't want to say it. This is why I
Counted
didn't
this
want to
shit
say
in
it.
5 seconds.
Bro, this is gross. This is like, oh, really?
This might be worse than Gable Stevens and Barry Corbin.
It is. It's oh fuck. Shit, even that match got hyped up. What the fuck? You finished. That's how this is like
100% of you were wrong.
who did they vote for? Becky?
Well, I just said 100% were wrong because
Because like nobody won.
but they had 81% for Becky.
Hey, damn. This is like bullshit. Like, why? Honestly, like, how do you even like salvage this shit? Honestly, like, what, you finally put them in a pay-per-view? Like, it's already lost credibility after this.
Payback.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's already lost credibility.
Payback. Last woman standing. Or last man standing, since Becky is the man.
That's the only way this makes sense, but then we're now extending this another couple of weeks so what should have been the blow off at SummerSlam, we're now extending to Payback by a couple of weeks. Huh?
Which I heard was a consideration.
I didn't get this shit. I didn't
to
get
stretch it to Payback, which now looks like it will be.
I mean,
I
this
didn't get
match was clunky, so I hope this is not the end of this all, and they get one more to like rectify this.
They'll need
This
weapons, you know.
wasn't-
They'll need weapons for every match.
What
gotta
Yeah,
be
they're
something
gonna need a
growing.
stipulation.
Yeah.
This is a match you kind of need a stipulation for because then
The
they
in-ring
have some,
stuff wasn't crisp.
they have some rough spots, and I see people try to defend that. I'm like, nah, it was rough. Like,
I mean, this is tailor made for Hell in a Cell. This is why
It's
you have
banned from
cage
ringside and not
matches.
banned from the concessions.
I mean, the match is over though.
Yeah.
seeing wrestling, Trish is
She's like,
under six
she's like
trending.
that bell rang. I am sprinting.
See, that was the sweater I was trying to get. Because they don't have it on the website yet. I'm gonna wear that sweater for Mania.
Or maybe maybe it's Trish and Lita
Oh,
versus Becky and Zoe.
no, that'd be gross.
Still needs a stipulation though.
That'd be gross. I don't want to see Lita wrestle again.
It still needs a stipulation, yeah.
I know. I don't want to see Lita wrestle again.
Because they did just emphasize the 2-on-1 aspect again there. Or what, they're gonna do a cage match? I don't know.
You really want to keep Lita far, far away. So you think that was wrong? Like, you really want to see Lita wrestle again?
I don't, but I'm just
I
speculating.
know, and that's what makes it worse because it's like I see because oh man, because it's more so like I see it happening. That's why I'm like, oh.
That put a real stinker on this show.
It did. It did.
I'm sure everybody on X is reacting well to this.
I saw Trish Stratus trending number 6. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing though.
Let's just say I posted a quick video of Charlotte going, to sum it up.
I remember when she did that.
Oh, shit.
I do too. I was there for that. That was SmackDown Norfolk. You're like, I don't know what you're doing, man, but this is over, so I'm gonna go with this. That was a great night because then she ended up wrestling Sasha in the dark match main event. That was fucking spectacular.
Nice. Don't usually get
I was like,
dark matches like that.
Yo, they gave us a goddamn pay-per-view worthy match. Like,
nice.
I was like, holy shit, y'all going this hard on a fucking dark match main event and getting time? Yo, spoiled. And I was ringside for that too. Yeah. I got on Charlotte's nerves because I was cheering for Sasha, and she heard me on one. And I was like, "Yo, I like you. You ain't her. She the goat. You ain't that."
Oh.
Then she threw me a look at the ring. I was like, "All right, I'm gonna shut my fucking ass up because you can hear me."
Yeah, yeah. Lucky I wasn't there. I'd give you that same look.
I mean, I wasn't being flagrant. It's just I love both, but I'm a Sasha guy. Always have been.
Civil War.
She's gonna be at New York Comic Con too. I haven't. She's the last one I need for the 4 horsewomen to meet. She's the last one.
Who, Mercedes or Charlotte?
Mercedes. I met Charlotte already.
Yeah. Oh, Mercedes, I've been known. Yeah, she's definitely gonna pull up.
I met Bailey when I did the house show. You know how they do like the VIP experience. So when you do the VIP experience, you get to like they do like a special meet and greet, but it's like a random. Yeah. It's like a random. It's like whoever's available.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've done it before.
Yeah. So like when I was there, when I did it, it was the Hardys, both Hardys, Bailey, and when I was meeting Bailey, they told us like, oh, we're gonna bring one more special, like we're gonna bring one more person. We're gonna, since this is New York City, we're gonna make this very special. So we're gonna bring out one more person. It ended up being the tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
Better, man. Oh, man, for as much as you pay for the VIP experience, you better get some star power like that.
And then I had somebody upset, right? Because what made it funny, somebody got upset at me because I used to troll a lot of Roman Reigns fans. So when I met him, I didn't give a fuck how they felt. But they were so mad because they thought like, oh, you're a fraud because you paid for this to meet him. I'm like, I didn't pay nothing to meet him. I was like, first of all, y'all just mad because I met him before y'all did. Yeah, and y'all probably never gonna meet him.
When I did the VIP experience, I got Sasha Banks and AJ Styles. And that was when like AJ like just got there too.
And that's pretty good, yeah. That's actually a good one.
Can't remember if there was somebody else.
So when I did mine, I got Street Profits and I got Liv Morgan. And it's cool to chop up with the Profits because when I got to chop it up with the Profits, it was right at the end of the Warriors Grizzlies game 1, the one that went to the fucking buzzer. So it's like they kind of paused who they were doing autographs for because we were having like 2 minutes. Like, wait, what happened? I was like, yeah, so this is what happened in the game. Liv's a sweetheart though. That was real cool.
She seems like she's cool to meet.
And I got nice banter from Becky Lynch in the main event.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Like, and then I think that night, the one that we went to, I think Styles won the US title in the house show.
From KO, yeah.
Yeah, because if you're going to a New York house show, then yeah, that's the one where they go all out and they might
Title
have
changes.
title changes for yours. The rest of us is like, yeah, you ain't getting none of that shit. Pull up to the Garden.
What they about to do
Yeah.
with Vinci?
Yeah, I remember. We snitched out one guy to Neville.
But yeah, for people in the chat, if you've never done the VIP experience for WWE, do that once. It's worth it for at least the one time to, ringside, get that experience, go on the ring, grab the ropes, get on the ring, meet some of your favorite superstars, and then watching that shit ringside. Like, do that like once.
Yeah, and I was
Doing Gable Gunther next week. IC title.
well. It's gonna be a good match. I get him that. It'll be a good match. You're gonna see a lot of Germans and chops.
I'm with it. I asked for this. What was it? 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, when they had the
Thank you,
5-minute
WWE.
challenge, that turned into a 10-minute challenge.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. Can you give them non-stipulation with time? They're like, obliged. Believe it or not, Mercedes is very nice. Oh yeah, Sleeping Dangerous. I've met her in person too. She's a sweetheart.
I
had a
have
great
completed
experience
the
being Sasha
4
Banks.
horsewomen gauntlet. Met them all.
Haven't met Bailey or been ringside for
Well,
Bailey.
they did
The other three I
or
have.
something. Now this asshole wants to do something, right? Adam Pearce. Fuck Adam Pearce. It's funny because he's getting mad at he gets mad at Zoe. It was like they got fucking disqualified. The fuck?
A steel cage. I did throw that out there.
Yeah, that's what. He gets mad at Zoe Stark. I'm like, it was a fucking count out. The fuck?
And it was after the match, like Justin said.
It was after the match.
What are
After
you
the
mad
fucking
about?
Is,
Like what?
What the hell
is
are
Adam
you
Pearce
mad
good
about,
at his
Pierce?
job?
Zoe followed the rules. That is so weird, man. They have completely
know what it
butchered the
feels like?
storyline.
It kind of feels like he doesn't like women. Because why do you always do this to the women in the women's match, but not for the guys? Where's the same
I
energy?
can only imagine how he runs how Adam Pearce will run a McDonald's or something. He'll be so bad at it.
Bro, he couldn't run a hot dog stand. You want to give him McDonald's? That's aiming high for Adam Pearce.
Bro, like like what the fuck, man? That made no damn sense. He like throwing a tantrum. He's upset. I'm like, the fucking both ladies got counted out. They didn't do it. They went up the steps. They went up the fucking steps and brawled for a while before Zoe showed up. Like that didn't make any sense.
Man, Cody and Finn got to do so much right now to just lift my spirits. All that was ass. That backstage segment, like,
This
this was already a pile of shit. It was like putting another turd on top of the pile of shit. Like
it was mad unnecessary. It was like mad unnecessary. Like, especially the way he went about it. It was like, what the fuck?
It's like you had a pile of shit and then somebody came and put a dingleberry on top of it. Like, really?
Like, yeah. Like, hey, let's make it fucking worse.
Bro, that was bad.
And what's crazy is that they had like every momentum to try to like rectify what happened at SummerSlam for removing the match, and they did the complete opposite. They just made it worse.
It's like they extended it, cool, but the way you got there was like, you did all this for that? Zach says it perfect. How did we go from a Great Amazing Raw last week to this? Like, what the fuck happened?
And remind you, right, where AEW fans were complaining about the shit that happened with the women's division, they had Sheeta main event two Dynamites already. They could have done that tonight. They could have made it. They could have made it up. They could have done everything right. Don't even need a fucking cage match. And instead, they did the polish. They gave us a pile of shit tonight.
Our request for Rolling Regal to take his. Have fun with that. Well,
What happened? I request William Regal to take his job. Yeah, good luck with that. William Regal still has about another couple of months before he could even show up on WWE TV.
I was about to say, William Regal was throwing hands by now. Adam Pearce is just like, bruh. Once we saw what was up when Solo got tossed from ringside and he came back and still got involved in the WrestleMania main event, all bets were off after that. It's like, Adam Pearce, if you ain't doing something about this shit in your WrestleMania main event, then you suck as an authority figure. Like, who forged your resume?
Yeah, he already has. And then a lot of the situations they put him in have made no sense.
Who interviewed you to get this job? How did you get this?
Because for example, right? He doesn't come out once for that WrestleMania main event. He doesn't come out once. But yeah, he comes out for Cody like, "Oh, I worry about your safety. Your health is more important." Where the fuck were you at WrestleMania?
Like, did you watch the Firefest doc and just decide to do the exact thing that Sloppy Toppy guy did to like get his job? Like, bruh, how? I have questions. How is he still employed?
Like how?
I didn't even notice the New Day earlier had the Montgomery Brawl chairs with them. I didn't even notice.
Oh, I caught that immediately. So,
to be honest, I didn't. It didn't connect with me, unfortunately, until you just said it.
How we go from Great Amazing Raw last week to this week, says Zach. This Raw sucks, says Dr. Thanos.
Dr. Thanos. Oh.
And look, you see what Thanos has on his head in his profile picture?
I wonder what Thanos has his doctorate in.
Was that on top of his head?
It's a Dr. Umar hat right there.
Oh my god.
He's got the kufi.
Yeah, seeing that finish, would you still want it in the main event?
No, it's not so much about that match, like that, what they did for the main event. It's the fact that they could have done everything right. Have a great match, put that in the main event, have a great match, and the steel cage match is not needed.
Well, screw Canada. We're taking this to Pittsburgh. Well, who knows? They didn't even announce a date for that yet.
Yeah, so it was like, that's where I was getting at with that. You could have put it in the main event. They could have had a killer match. Guess what? You don't need another match.
because he just said next time you guys face off, it'll be in a steel cage.
Yeah,
But they
so
did
he
not
wasn't
announce
gonna
that for
promote
the
it.
Raw next week at all.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, he just said that. He's still a moron.
Interesting. Finn pulling up. No Judgment Day.
It's Plan C.
Fucking Adam Pearce managing like Aaron Boone.
Too soon.
So that backstage segment was him trying to get tossed for like the 19th time this season, like Aaron Boone does.
I don't know what he was trying to do there. I'm still like dumbfounded. He was mad at Zoe Starks when the match was already over.
Found my LVP.
Oh, I got a couple of LVPs.
Triple H for booking it.
You know what's funny? I wasn't even thinking about Triple H. Like
He's got it, man.
Yeah, that's why. Like now, yeah, like when you bring that up now, I was like, oh shit. Like that's what makes it funny.
Can we admit that Trish can't go at least when it comes to one? I mean, well, that was the worst of their match, though. They've had solid matches. This was just the worst of them.
I disagree with that. The comment. But then also they haven't really given her a real opportunity to showcase that.
We got a match here between Bullet Club alumni.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Former leader versus the guy who built that shit. Brick by brick.
Remember that storyline with Kenny Omega where he was trying to take over?
What, Kenny versus who? Cody or Finn?
Oh, Cody. Kenny versus
no, it has to be Cody because Finn.
Yeah,
because Kenny was still in the juniors when Finn was there.
Yeah, he was still in the juniors. He wasn't with Bullet Club when Finn was the leader.
Yeah.
So then when he got written off, that was like around after they started building around Bullet Club. That's when they added Kenny Omega. But no, I'm talking about the feud with Cody and Kenny. And it's crazy because originally it was actually supposed to be Adam Cole. Originally they were gonna do Adam Cole versus Kenny, like the whole Bullet Club thing. It was gonna be between those two, but they knew Adam was I guess leaving, and Cody made the most sense just because of his entertainment value and like his marketing. So them going that direction, I thought it was better.
Yeah, I think at that time Adam Cole was leaving for NXT.
I think he was already there.
Did that?
He was already in NXT because I think that was 2018. So Adam Cole was already in.
Definitely
NXT.
Was because 2018. Yeah, Adam Cole been there.
Yeah, he was there. So he was already there. So definitely wasn't gonna happen. But that was the original idea. Like it was gonna be Adam Cole versus Kenny Omega. Like that was gonna be the whole thing. But I still think they went the better route. And then we also got some awesome video clips of SP3. How he took in that L from Kenny Omega that night.
Oh, I was taunting him. I was unbearable.
That was great.
I was right next to him.
He's like, drink those tears. Drink those tears.
Like, look at the salinity levels. Like, he's mad salty.
Yeah. Bro, that was Joe. And there's a few of those videos. There's a few of them.
It was so funny. was a
Oh,
personal
so I never.
rivalry.
Yeah, so I never got to say why. So what happened? The feud between SP3 and Cody, it started because SP3 was at one of the Ring of Honor shows. I believe I want to say Manhattan Mayhem. And what happened was that after the match, they won the match. Cody Rhodes, Bullet Club members were like, they were giving the two sweets to a lot of fans, right? Cody Rhodes goes to SP3. He's about to do it. And then he plays, he goes like this. He's about to do it. And he goes, oh, like he pulls back for SP3. And that's where the feud started because of that. Because Cody fucked with him. And I think at the New Japan show, the one that they went to, I think in San Fran, he was about to get into it with Cody, but then Kenny like hit Cody in the back. But he was about to have like an interaction with SP3 because he was fucking SP3 was screaming on camera. He was like, "Fuck you, Cody! Fuck you! Fuck you!" That shit would have been so good. Yo, that shit would have been so great. I was like, damn, I wish I would have seen that. I wish that would have happened.
He's screaming that same stuff at Supercard of Honor.
Yep.
Fuck you, Cody. It's like, damn, it's a family show.
I remember that time when they were doing the tapings at Hammerstein, and I think he worked everybody because Cody was like, oh, that we're announcing All In 2. He was like, All In 2 was going to be in New York City, right? So all the crowd, everyone gets hyped. Everyone's chanting Cody, Cody. And then Cody says, I'm totally kidding. And then everyone got pissed. And then SP3 got pissed because SP3 first clapped. He was like, okay, you bring it to New York. And then as soon as Cody said, I'm totally kidding, SP3 went back to cursing him out. He's like, fuck you, Cody, I know you was a dick. Fuck you. Yo. One of the best feuds. One of the best fan versus talent feud I've ever seen in my life. And then they fucking squashed it at All In. I was tight. I was like, this mother. He took a break. I was like,
Is he going to say fuck you, Cody, at WrestleMania 40?
Probably no. Especially after his comments he said on Saturday about Roman Reigns.
Remind me again what he said about Roman Reigns.
It was about the storyline. It was about the bloodline storyline, and he was explaining like, Roman is about himself. Like, Roman cares about the business about himself. He was explaining like the storyline and like how shit has been going now. I guess how fans have been proceeding. I guess Roman going forward. People feel like it's hurting them. I mean, me personally, I don't see it yet. I don't see his title because at this point, it's already gone this long, and they didn't split the titles when they had the chance to last year. It's like once he won that Mania, I kind of knew he was going to be the champion for the next Mania. So.
And it's like ratings are up, merch is selling, tickets are selling. What other thing do you need to be like people aren't tired of this? Because people
I'm saying
complaining.
But it's crazy. I also made that point too. Like when I was explaining like the situation, like where apparently like the Elite and the Bloodline thing got compared. I kind of made like a point of like both like all the members of everybody, like who it elevated, who it hurt, and all that stuff. When I mentioned about the Roman Reigns thing, I was like that it could be perceived that within fans it's probably hurting the business. I said, however, ticket sales have been the best it's been in years. So I was like, management doesn't see it that way. As long as you're seeing SmackDown selling out, they don't give a shit. They're seeing as they're making money off of it. And when they're making the most money it's ever made, I mean, management is gonna go with that. Like, oh, this is still bringing us money. Hey, we're rolling with that. Which that's business. That's any business. So as long as it's still going, I mean, that's just what it is at this point. You know, me personally, I've never mind long title reigns. What thing with Roman is something we haven't seen. I've never seen a fucking 1,000-day reign. So it's like for me, that's why it's unique for me. Like it's a unique situation because it's something that we've never experienced.
Damn near 3 years.
Yeah. But then also I wouldn't want, like, again, I'm a type of person like I don't want to remove a title off of somebody just because it's like, oh, he's been champion too long, let's remove the title. Like I want it for it to make sense. And if you remove the title off from Roman right now, it doesn't make there's no sense to that right now.
You see G Lock's comment?
He said, got any more as we 3 stories? Yeah, hella crazy. I got the one where he got whacked by the candlestick outside of Hammerstein. Bro, that was the best one.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he got whacked with a candlestick.
And then I remixed it to the beat of what was it? Tipsy? That
Yes.
beat?
Yeah. Yo. Oh my God. That shit. Yo, so what happened was that after so it was Manhattan Mayhem. It was the last time they were at Hammerstein. So I forgot what match it was. But I guess one of the matches they used like weapons, and somebody ended up leaving with a candlestick. I guess they gave it away, whatever the case may be. But somebody legit had a candlestick. So we're outside, we're hanging out, right? We were hanging out with Silas Young too, and that's what made it even funnier. So we were all like outside just hanging out. We're just shooting the shit. What ends up happening is that we see the girl who has like the candlestick. She starts like, she was trying to hit like one of her friends with it, right? Like they were setting it up like, oh, like 3, 2, 1. She was hitting him, but she was so scared to use it. She didn't want to hit him hard. So it really didn't make that fucking smack noise because she was scared to use it. So our friend Jessica, Romeo knows her. She takes it and she's like, SP3 was like, oh, you can hit me with it. I'm fine. I'm okay with it. So she tells Sid, she's like, oh, just so you know, I'm not gonna hold back like she's doing. She was like, because I don't give a fuck. And he was like, oh, that's okay. Go ahead. So he waits for it, he braces for it, and then all of a sudden she takes it, whack, right across his back. He was
loud as hell.
Yo, he was fucked up. And then you can see
sold it. He sold it.
Yo, you can see like the fucking red was already, the wart was already forming. And when Silas Young saw it, he was like, oh, I can't see it. You're gonna have to do it again.
Yo, sidebar, Cody took a vicious bump to the back of his head on that last spot.
Yeah, they're checking on him.
I ain't gonna be surprised if he.
Oh, he looks fine. He's had it back.
Lining up for a chair shot. Oh, who messed him up? Dominic? It was Dominic. It was him.
I mean, you knew Captain America was gonna win, but.
Oh my God, Priest! What the? Oh, I expect that from the New York Yankees, Damian, not you. Oh my God, what an error!
Well, I mean, he is from the Bronx, so it's kind of the same.
Did you see the way he slung that briefcase? Oh my god.
The way Cody was holding it too, he just stood there. He just waited for Finn to turn
Finn's
around.
reaction was funny too. It's like, what the fuck?
Yo,
That was well done.
damn Finn, yo.
Finn the Mud.
You know what's funny? You know what? Hey, all I'll say is Finn is not my LVP tonight. He is not.
No, yeah.
He is not. That's saying a lot.
22% of you were wrong.
Damn, yeah. 22% really voted for Finn.
Damn, Sammy. Oh, this guy. See, man, he wants in, man. He wants
I
in.
just want to be friends.
Are you gonna get mad? You can't get mad at that. He's helping you guys.
Oh, so I wanna play it. I found the video.
Good.
Oh, hold on. All right, so
Oh, look at that cell. Look at that cell. He's selling it.
like we gotta do another one. Yo. Yo.
Who volunteers to get hit by a candlestick? God damn. Even
Yo,
Russians
she said
don't
herself,
wanna be
she was like,
doing
she's
that
like,
shit.
no, she was like, yo, I'm not gonna hold back. I don't give a fuck. He was like, oh, it's okay. He whacked the shit out of him.
Bro, I would not take a candlestick at all. I've heard enough wrestlers be like, yeah, that's like the one thing I absolutely hate is a fucking candlestick. Let me get hit by anything else.
Andre, what in the name of Bill Buckner just happened?
You know what's funny? A lot of like wrestlers, like you know when you see like the thumbtack spot. So a lot of the wrestlers have said that have taken that spot. They said they prefer that than like stepping on Legos, like the Lego spot. They prefer the thumbtacks over the Legos.
Damn,
Oh,
that was
Legos
a beautiful
suck.
Razor's Edge, or whatever you call that for Priest. He fucking threw his ass. I think we got to be setting up pretty soon here for Kevin Owens' return.
It's either that or Sammy's getting off TV. One of the two has got to happen.
Because I believe it was a fractured rib, which I don't think has that long of a recovery time, and he's already been out for a minute.
I think it was like one or two like fractured ribs, but they said it's not a. Yeah, they said it's not like a long process.
Might be good for payback for a tag team title match.
Yeah, so they said that's why he hasn't. That's why they haven't stripped the titles off of them because they said it's probably not that long of.
Judgment Day stands strong. Although JD wasn't standing with them. McDonough.
Yeah, he just looked like a damn straight cat outside.
He's ringside, so it's something.
Let's see if Adam Pearce gets mad at that.
He won't because his guys in Rio will beat his ass up herself.
Bro, imagine that, yo.
Everybody in the chat, please type thumbs up, thumbs middle, thumbs down for Raw. Match of the night, I'm going to say the main event. What do you guys say?
Main event.
Main event.
MVP, I'm going to say Judgment Day. think. What do you guys say?
MVP. Yeah, I'll go with Judgment Day.
JD Madonna specifically.
Yeah, that's a good shout. LVP. My goodness.
Oh man, Triple
Adam
H.
fucking Pierce.
Adam Pierce and
My-
Triple H.
Adam Pierce, Triple H, Becky and Trish. Unfortunately, they gotta take the fall for that.
And we'll put our thumbs in the middle. We'll give Raw a thumbs up, thumbs middle, thumbs down in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I'm gonna give it thumbs middle. Josh, thumbs middle. Justin wants to give it a thumbs up, but I don't think he'd get there.
Slightly up, but not that much from middle.
Yeah.
Thumbs in the middle. That ending kind of made up for that
A
shit
little
show.
bit.
Yeah,
That was nice. Yeah.
It made up for that shit shows. But besides that, the show Raw did have a slower pace than last week. Wasn't terrible, but it did have a slower pace. But that fucking match, yeah, that like the whole thing about it. There was no build up. Then you come out with that bullshit. And then the segment made it worse. The segment made it far worse.
On a scale of 1 to 10, it's like a 6.5, which, like, if this is like school, it passed, but barely.
Yeah.
Mine's is a 55. It failed. It's not a thumbs down.
Damn, you are a tough grader, sir.
I think here anything between a 4 and a 6, probably thumbs in the middle. Yeah.
No, but that's why. Yeah. So it was like 5.5. I can't give it a 6.
Right.
Not the way they did that shit. Like 0 build up. Match wasn't even great.
All right. Sounds like you guys give it a thumbs in the middle in the chat. I believe Josh, you and SB3 are gonna review this on Patreon.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I wonder if he's I'm saying, like, I wonder if he's even available. Because he hasn't sent that to me yet.
Well, they'll talk about Raw more in depth in SB3's Raw report. The patreon.com/TrueHeelHeat, $3 a month, and also become a member here on YouTube. We appreciate all our members and all our patrons. Thank you for supporting. Let's see what we got on the channel for you guys to check out if you have not already. Well, first of all, tomorrow, join us NX3 115, Wednesday Elite Heat. Check out our G1 Climax 33 review from earlier today. Collision Discourse on number 9 is coming your way, I believe, tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon. That'll be live, I believe. Serving Face and Heels. Check out the ladies. Talk about the ladies in wrestling. Check out True Heel Heat 238 from this past Saturday. And, put the bell for notifications so you know when we go live, like we did for 9 hours on Saturday night. We went live watching all the Saturday night wrestling. Never know when we'll do that again. Justin, thank you for joining us. Where can everyone find you?
You can find me on all social media platforms. That is Justin Rich. You can go pull up my YouTube channel where I posted up a review for WWE SummerSlam this past weekend. My highest rated review to date. You can catch me Wednesday nights on Twitch, Those Wrestling Girls Twitch channel from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Those Wrestling Girls Fan Club. Myself, Queen PR, Brian H. Waters, Sandal B. We out here. We active.
Cool. Okay. And the live SB3 Raw report will be rain checked. There will be a Raw report on the Patreon tomorrow.
All right, good.
Collision Discourse.
That means I can sleep. Oh, thank God.
Josh, where can everyone find you?
You can find me at JamPunk321. All social media platforms. Yes, I used it. I used it successfully.
It's beautiful, isn't
There
it?
you go. There you go. Makes my life easier saying X. X just sounds like a porn app.
Cool. You can follow me for Romeo Anthony on all forms of social media. This has been. Wow, this thumbnail didn't even deserve it.
Oh, I just forgot about this.
We weren't even the main event. What is this? Rated Raw Superstars 110. We will see you next week.
Still a faster thumbnail than Hill Steven would make.